it's me Jing back again. For those of you who have not tuned into my channel before, welcome, I'm the Candid Filipina. And please feel free to enjoy this following video. And today's topic will be life is short. Live it to the full regardless. That's my motto. Life is very short. And we all make mistakes throughout our lives. And hopefully by the time we reach the age of 60, some earlier, some later, we have learned many lessons about past mistakes and past achievements. And we are a lot wiser and a lot more clued up about life in general. I see many here on YouTube and dating sites seeking information about visiting the Philippines and offering advice on the do's and don'ts of dating here in the Philippines and wondering what it would be like. And it's a wonderful experience to come to a new country and experience the culture differences and people, the women, the sights, the scenery, the beaches, the tourist spots. It's an adventure. An adventure that not many of you thought you'd be taking as you crept into your twilight years. The Philippines is unique in some ways along with China, Cambodia, Thailand, Mexico, and a few numerous other places. But they are few and far between, where foreigners can date as much younger women, half his age realistically speaking, and why not? Why not relive a second youth? Why not enjoy your twilight years with a young, refreshing, stimulating woman by your side? There's nothing wrong with that, not in my eyes anyway. It's normal here and locals don't even take notice, as a matter of fact. Anyway, as I said, some vlogs will offer advice. And yes, I think it's very, very important that you do take the time to watch some of these vlogs. Many of them are very, very informative in them. And they give you a better insight of when you do decide to come here for a holiday or once a year or permanently. They'll give you some idea about the do's and don'ts, while other vlogs, of course, have become very better in their approach because their dream did not turn out they were expecting when they come here. Now, whether that was because they were easily led or whether that was because they had become better and twisted, who knows? I'm not the judge. But it's what I see with some vloggers. They seem very unhappy, very down, very judgmental of other vloggers' opinions and experiences, and downing Filipino women here. Yes, don't get me wrong, there are many scammers here. But that goes for every country around the world. That's the nature of some women, unfortunately. We're never gonna stop it. We have to try and move past it. And that's the secret. Do I blame the woman for capitalizing on gullible foreigners? No, I don't. I don't blame them at all. When you're poor, it's dog eat dog, and that's the sad reality here when in poverty. But I see many foreigners that are very happily married. Here they've taken their time, they've explored the Philippines, they've embraced the culture. And they've settled in wonderfully here with a young woman that is loyal, caring, and loving. And as I said, not all are after money. And these are the girls you need to seek and find. They're out here. You just need to work a little harder in your effort to find them. to delve into where they live, where they are, who they are, you can have a good result and a happy marriage or a happy living partner for the remainder of your twilight years. Because as you know, Filipinos are second to none when it comes to looking after you. They are great caregivers. It comes naturally because they've had to do it with their family members as they become older, their grandfathers, their grandmothers, their aunties, the younger ones. We are the ones that had to do everything for them. I mean everything. From spoon feeding them to wiping their bottom to bathing them, they do it all. So it's not big surprise to them. They will take it in this stride when you got a good one, girl. But the problem is from what I see, many guys come here looking for the 10 women, the 10 out of 10 girls in looks. So they can wear her as a bracelet to show off the other foreigners and their family member that they've got a model on their arm. Do you think for 1 minute that the girl doesn't know what power she got over? A man to lure him in, suck him and hook him with the bait of her looks. And then the man gets sucked in, dried up, and spat out. But some men don't learn. Why not settle for a 7 out of 10? That's still a beauty but has a personality, has integrity, has honesty, and has a lot of true love to offer you. Undyingly. This is the type of woman you want. This is the type of woman you should be seeking out, not the 10 out of 10 party animal that want to go out, drinking Red Horse and beer and wine, and partying up with their friends. They don't give two monkeys about you. They may give you feeling that they care about you. They want you to join in. These women only wanted to join in for your money. And trust me, as soon as your money runs out, as soon as you cut on their little game, they're gone. As fast typhoon travel through the country. As you know, you're older, you should be wiser. You should have more common sense. But I've seen come here that make catastrophic, stupid mistakes and fall head over heels with a girl here and will not take any notice of any advice that fellow foreigners or fellow friends give them, that they have been hoodwinked. No, the guys know better, and they know better until they sink, and then they don't like the fact that their friends tell them, I told you so, you wouldn't listen. But as they say, love is blind, and these same guys fall for it. Time after time after time. It doesn't seem to be any learning curve whatsoever. And as for dating sites, as I've said before, 80% of them are complete waste of time. You have more chance of catching chicken pox than meeting a decent girl on a dating site. And although you may appear, when you meet that girl on a dating site, that she's everything you wish for, give it 2 or 3 years and see what your thoughts are then. And I'm pretty sure you'll have changed your mind and said through it eventually, cause nobody can hold the mask upon their face indefinitely. Eventually it slips. And eventually you see the real them. Another little wallet snatcher, another little gold digger, and as I said, it's not just in the Philippines, it's worldwide. The only difference is, you're not talking to a 350-pound Western woman or a 390-pound Sumo woman. At least one thing here is, the majority of women are slim, petite, and very beautiful. So yes, come here. Look upon it was a new start in life. A challenge and adventure, do your research. Watch some vlogs and the informative good vlogs to get advice from. Stay away from the people that are better and twisted, giving advice because those are the ones that have probably been beaten before or had a house they built taken from under their nose. Just come here, do your research. Relax. Find a place to live, to settle down. An apartment or a condo or a place in the mountain. Up in the mountains. Personally, I would stay away from the cities. They're more expensive. Look at Manila. I wouldn't look at that place twice. There's too much going on there. The girls are too wise up there. And it's much more expensive accommodation. And food and the light transport are all more expensive there. Come out to a place like Cebu or Iloilo or Negros. These are islands that are sheltered for the most of the typhoons. They're a lot cheaper. The accommodation is cheaper. The people are sweeter and more approachable because most of them haven't even seen a foreigner and they haven't even foreignized. Remember when you come out to the places like Danao City, Bugu City, the girls there have not traveled more than 50 kilometers radius from their home. They generally they never been there on a boat, they never been on a plane, only a few had a chance to visit a local island. They just got from their home base in the mountains to work and back home, and that's the daily routine. They haven't traveled, they haven't partied, they haven't lived a good life. They haven't burned the candle at both ends. They are just simple women looking for true, genuine love. They may have had a couple of Filipino relationships and realized that wasn't for them and are now seeking a foreigner. Yes, maybe some of them are single mamas. There's nothing wrong with that. As I said, we all make mistakes. Some of them can't be reversed, but it's still a learning curve for that young lady. And she will embrace somebody who will embrace her and her child as a family, probably be more reliable than most other Filipinas. Her because she will appreciate you and what she got. Whether you've got money, whether you haven't got money. As long as you offer them love and a family environment, they are more than content with that. So don't turn your nose up at single mamas. Some of them are very, very beautiful and are very wise for their age. They have no choice. They've been shown by their family, they're shown by their friends, they're shown by the charge for getting pregnant, and they have to grow up very quickly, and sometimes these women are the best options. But as I said, come here, rent that apartment for 3 or 4 months. Travel about. See what island you like before you decide on a girl. Travel to different islands. Get the feel of these places, and that will give you a better insight into where you gotta settle down. Eventually it took a lot of women. It takes a lot of guys, it takes a lot of elders. Get lots of information about the culture here. Find your feet. Settle down and then go out looking for your right woman. You're gonna find them in the little towns, in the local market shoppings, up in the mountains, working hard on, or in some of the malls, not in the city malls, I mean some of the malls here in Danao or Bugo or Toledo, working there, and those are the girls that you're gonna bring you all the love that you desire. I'm not telling you how to suck eggs. You're older than I am and a lot wiser. But I live here and I see it every day. For every 10 happy couples, I see 2 disasters, and that's how it is. I love seeing couples holding hands, and it's worked out great for them. And they're happy and they're blessed. And they were made for each other. And it's good to see regardless of the age gap. But I've said also women I know that have just been out to get the money. And the sad thing is you can't say anything. The guys won't listen to you, listen to it. They'll think that you're jealous. They think that you're taking your break in. You're not just trying to offer some friendly advice, but they don't see it until about 6 or 7 months later when they say to you, wow, you were so right about the girl. She's really had me over. I thought she was a good one. As I said, take your time. Look around till you find that girl. Magic girl. And as I said, don't go looking for a 10 because everybody else wants that 10. So you're in a competition from the start. Look for a nice, simple, well-spoken girl that's a 7. Or even a 6 or maybe even an 8 if you're lucky. And settle for that, think about your ex-wife that you divorced. Maybe 10 years ago when you're in your 50s. And look at her now, the same age as you in the 60s. Does she look anything like 28 or 32-year-old woman here? Of course not. So that's the bonus for you. You're gonna meet a beautiful, young, silky, smooth-skinned, black raven-haired beauty. But it's up to you to put up the work in. As they say, you only get out what you put in. Don't listen to other foreigners telling you this, telling you that. Come here. Do it yourself. Boots on the ground, walk around. Chat to people even if you're introvert. Make that effort to make communication. That will give you more confidence. And eventually, I'm sure you will find the right woman. Come here. Enjoy yourself. Treat it as a new chapter in your life and a new adventure. And I wish from the bottom of my heart, good luck, good health, good fortune, and happy hunting for the right woman. Take care always. So bye for now. G, the Candid Filipina.